This is the Kilauea Summit Eruption Episode 43 Recap and Episode 44 Forecast Prediction. Episode 43 Precursory Spattering and Overflow started around 6:17 in the morning on the 10th of March 2026 at the South Vent. And then later at 8:17 in the morning, Episode 43 began with small lava fountains which got larger as time goes on, reaching about 60 meters or 200 feet in height about an hour later. Previous precursory activity with the previous episode started within many hours or days of the eruptive episode. However, this time it was different. It was short and fast, within 2 hours. Peak heights of the lava fountains occurred between 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock local time, with the south vent reaching as high as 1,770 feet or 540 meters, and the north vent reached as high as 1,400 feet or 430 meters in height. Both set records for lava fountain height and for lava effusion rate, which peaked at around 800 cubic meters of lava per second. Light southwest winds at lower elevations pushed the plume and Tephra to fall to the north and east, prompting closure of all park viewing areas at 11:50 in the morning local time due to heavy amount of Tephra that fell within a 6-mile or 10-kilometer radius of the park. Uekahuna Lookout had the heaviest accumulation of Tephra at around 4 to 7 inches or 10 to 17 centimeters of accumulation, where 2-inch wide Tephra began falling around 10:20 in the morning. Large pieces of Tephra actually knocked out the V1 cam just 800 meters north of the eruptive vents. Kilauea Military Camp, which I've stayed at many times, had about 2 inches or 5 centimeters of accumulated Tephra. The Volcano Golf Course community, however, was hit the hardest with a blanket of Tephra with pieces up to several inches in diameter. Pele's here, which is a string of glassy lava rock, was reported all along the coast of the Big Island of Hawaii, including Hilo and the Hamakua coast. The South Vent stopped erupting at around 1821 or 6:21 in the afternoon local time, and the North Vent stopped about 30 seconds later. The eruption lasted for about 9 hours and 4 minutes, with a total amount of 12 million cubic meters of lava that erupted, covering about 50% of Halemaumau crater, with the average effusion rate of around 390 cubic meters of lava per second. The eruption was confined to the southwest part of Kilauea's Halemaumau crater, but it did pose a danger to nearby communities due to the Tephra, especially around Volcano Village and around the Volcano Golf Course, and also inside the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. During the eruption, around 33 microradians of deflation occurred after the onset of the eruption. However, after the eruption stopped, inflation started immediately. However, inflation started to slow down between the 15th and the 19th of March, with no more inflation data after the 19th of March. Hopefully, they fixed the tilt meters to get better data. The window for Kilauea's next eruption, which will be episode 44, according to the inflation chart, which includes 4 to 5 days of deflationary activity. It could be anywhere as early as the 1st of April 2026 or to as late as the 13th of April 2026, with the most likely for an eruption between the 3rd and the 8th of April 2026. However, this could be subject to change based on inflationary activity.